guys, it's Ashley from AshleyDrummonds.com, and instead of going through a workout today, I figured I would show you guys how to make an awesome pancake recipe. So today it's going to be apple cinnamon protein pancakes. Super clean, super healthy, lots of great macronutrients in it, and super easy to make. It may look like there's a lot of ingredients, but I swear it's really easy. So all I have here, I have some unsweetened vanilla almond milk, I have some liquid egg whites, I have some of the protein pancake batter, I have some cinnamon, an apple, and then some unsweetened applesauce. The other stuff we'll go over later as like an optional topping, but for the basics, that's all you need. Oh, and I sliced up an apple. So, all you're going to do is take the liquid egg whites. You're going to pour 1/3 of a cup into this. Really simple. I like using a big mixing cup just so I don't have to use 3 or 4 different ones. And you just pour it right on top. The unsweetened vanilla almond milk, add 1/3 of a cup of that as well. That was like perfect. Alright. This is the protein pancake mix. It's 2 scoops. Those of you who have ordered it, it's going to be 2 full scoops of the protein pancake mix in here. Oh, and it's vanilla cake batter flavor, by the way. On top of that, I'm going to add some cinnamon. This is just basic organic cinnamon. Doesn't really matter what kind you use, it all tastes the same. However much you like depends on your preference. I'm using a fork. I know it's not the proper tool. You can use a whisk. You can throw this all in a magic bullet if you want, but the whole purpose is you just kind of want to stir it and make sure there's no clumps so it comes out with a batter-like consistency. Alright, that's literally all I stirred it. That's kind of what it looks like. It's like a thick batter, so just like regular pancakes. I'm going to set that there. Use some non-stick cooking spray, whatever kind you want, doesn't really matter. I am using a griddle, but you can also use a skillet and preheat a skillet on medium. This is preheating on 350 right now. So pretty much I let that get a little bit warm before pouring that on there so it doesn't run or anything. In the meantime, these apples are going to be part of the topping. You don't have to use all of them. This is just maybe about 1/4 of an apple. But I just slice it up into small pieces, little chunks, and we're actually going to throw it on there with the pancakes to warm it all up, just like you would eat a warm apple pie or any kind of apple dessert. Slice it all up. This is also going to be good so you guys can see how your pancakes should turn out, since so many people seem to be having issues. That's okay. We're going to show you how to fix that. Chop it on up. That's probably enough. Okay. Pancake batter. Ooh, that's going to be a big one. That's okay. Another pancake batter. Number 3. Make sure it all comes out. I think that's all. Okay. So throw that on there. We're going to let that sit like that. Just in one of the corners, or if you want to put this in a separate skillet, I throw the apples on there. I am kind of different, and I like things kind of crunchy and a little burnt. So when I cook apples, I wait till they get super golden brown on one side before I flip them. But you can cook them like you would hash browns, an egg, anything, however you like it is how you're going to go. So most of the time, depending on what you're cooking on, this takes about 60 seconds before it gets firm enough that you can flip it over. And I forgot a spatula, so hold on. Okay, so they're starting to puff up a little bit on the edge. It's exactly what you want. You can hear the apple cinnamon kind of sizzle over here. So just keep moving these around. Let them get nice and warm and soft. You're going to laugh when I flip the pancakes because they're super fluffy and thick. Alright, if you can see, they're starting to puff up a little bit. You want that to happen, and you want to wait till they get just a little bit more puffy and kind of bubbly. So that way when you flip them, you get a good firm flip. Kind of like when you flip an omelet and you can't ever get the edges to flip. It's the exact same concept. So in the meantime, I just keep letting these cook. And this seriously takes maybe 5 minutes to cook in the morning. Really easy breakfast. All right, they look puffy enough actually. So you're gonna scoop and flip. Scoop, flip, scoop, flip. See, it looks just like a pancake on top. So let this cook just a little bit more. As you can see, these edges are bubbling right here. That's exactly what you want to happen. Keep these apples moving around so you can get it all nice and brown. You can use whatever apple you want. I don't know, I think this is a Fuji apple, but you can also use Granny Smith if you really wanted to. Everybody keeps asking how I make these when they see the recipes on Facebook and Instagram, and this is exactly it. So if your pancakes have not been turning out this fluffy, I'm not sure what you're doing wrong, because you saw that I just poured in the egg whites and the almond milk. But it should be nice and thick and fluffy and tasty. Oh, you can see all the steam coming off of it. I think these are about done. I don't know how long this has been, but my guesstimate is like 5 minutes. Anyways, I'm going to just assume that they're done. So we're going to turn the griddle off, scoop it up. It is just like a pancake. Both sides nice and fluffy. Scoop that. You can make these thinner if you want. I just feel like I'm getting more of a true stack of pancakes by cooking them that way. I'm going to let these apples stay on here for just a little bit, because I'm going to give you some options of how you can top this. So, there's a traditional way. You can just use some sugar-free syrup, or you can use some calorie-free syrup. Throw that on there. Throw some of the apples that are nice and warm and some cinnamon. If you want to get a little more creative, what I like to do sometimes is take just plain non-fat Greek yogurt. This is super simple as well. Use the same fork. So, I don't know how much that is, maybe 1/4 of a cup. Not really sure. I don't get too specific on that stuff. So take a little bit of Greek yogurt, the unsweetened applesauce, which this is just a generic brand. I'm sure that there's some Mott's or something out there that might be smaller, or if you're cooking in a lot, then you can probably use that as well. So anyways, I take the applesauce. I don't use the whole thing. I actually save these for a little bit for other packages, but I use maybe 1/4 of that, not a ton, because it's more just to add the apple and cinnamon flavor. Stir it all up so you get a little bit of a sweet taste, cinnamon taste, and an apple taste. Now there's 2 ways you can do what I'm about to do. You can either layer your pancakes with this, which I'll do so you can see. So it's kind of like a layered cake. So you just take some of that sauce, put it in there. There's 1 layer. Here's another layer. I know you guys have seen stuff like this on Instagram and it's oozing out like that. This is exactly how it happens. And there's the 3rd layer. So now that we have that topping, we just take these apples that are nice and soft and warm now, throw these on top. And there you have apple cinnamon pancakes. Super simple. Like I said, all it is the pancake mix, which is on Facebook. You can check that out. Some simple homey ingredients that everybody has in their fridge. And it's around, I want to say it's around 35 grams of protein, around 300 calories, probably 8 to 9 carbs, which is awesome. That's one of the things that are great about it, is you get 3 super fluffy pancakes with very little carbs. Sugar is going to be higher if you use the apples, just because fruit has a lot of sugar in it, but with just the pancakes, it's only 2 grams of sugar. Fat is 1 gram of fat. So, I mean, it's a super clean, nutritious breakfast, and who would not want to eat that every single morning? But anyways, that is how you make apple cinnamon protein pancakes. Check out the description below for more information, and I'll see you in the next pancake video. Bye, guys.